Hey, also, this is the foundation continuing my super mock draft. Forget Mel Kiper, forget Todd McShay, forget Castley, forget Bucky Brooks and all those guys. Me. No. I was gonna do the rest of the picks this morning, but I had a lot of things to do. Came home and fell asleep. Uh, Woke up to some yells, but that's okay. And now I found out that my other video didn't finish uploading to today, man. I was just like, what? But anyway, let's get on with these picks. So Cincinnati, has the 11th pick. If Dwayne Haskins is there, I think they'll be more than happy to take him. I think the Andy Dalton era, has run its course. So I think they'll move in another direction. But since Dwayne Haskins is gone, got them taking defense. So with the 11th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Cincinnati Bengals selecting Devin Bush out of Michigan. Where the Cincinnati's defensive line works, I think they can protect him enough. And this guy's gonna wreak havoc, sideline to sideline, coverage, getting in the backfield. You know, this is an explosive athlete. Next is the Green Bay Packers. I'm gonna give Aaron Rodgers another weapon. I'm gonna give Aaron Rodgers a weapon, and I don't think they can afford to wait with this kid. So with the 12th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Green Bay Packers selecting Noah Fant, tight end out of Iowa, the second of the Iowa boys. Um, I think a lot of people still have Noah Fant as a number one, and all that, and so he's gonna be a mismatch nightmare. I mean, he was the guy that was coming into the year, last year, coming in as the best tight end. So and he's still some of people's best tight end. But anyway, he's gonna be a mismatch nightmare and Aaron Rodgers is gonna have complete fun with him. Can go red zone, whatever you want him to do, he can do. Run blocking, if he gets in the way and does his job, eh. you know. So next is the Miami Dolphins. You heard the thank you for Tua thing. I think they're just gonna continue wanting to build around him, and then when they find their quarterback of their that they really fall in love with, they're gonna select them. But they're gonna have a guy that doesn't have to come in and change the world. So with that being said, I'm sorry, Pat 1984 with the 13th overall pick in the NFL draft. I got the Miami Dolphins selecting Brian Burns, the edge rusher out of FSU. He's one of my pet cats too. He's my, as far as favorite players, he's my third. So this absolutely sucks for me. uh, can't teach that type of explosion. You can teach a guy to get a little stronger without losing speed. You can help a guy with his better to help his technique, but you can't teach that, and that would be too much potential to leave off and all that. Next is the Atlanta Falcons. They're gonna run if this guy's name is still on the board. They're gonna run up and just get hand in the because they had some defensive injuries. I think they're gonna go defense. So with the 14th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Atlanta Falcons selecting Ed Oliver, defensive tackle out of Houston. He could easily go as high as maybe 3. I just is kind of mixed matching and all that, but he's gonna be a tremendous player. Um, if you're getting compared to Aaron Donald, I mean, dang, enough said with that. Atlanta Falcons should be happy if this guy falls to them. Next is the Washington Redskins. I think they're going to continue to use Case Keenum and Alex Smith as their bridge players. I don't think they're too in love with Daniel Jones or Drew Lock, but who knows? But I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna get a pass rusher, and with this guy still being around, not a fault of his own. I think the Washington Redskins with the 15 overall pick in the NFL draft, I got the Washington Redskins selecting Montez Sweat, defensive end out of Mississippi State. Um, in the draft process, he had a great Senior Bowl, great combine. Then his heart condition popped up. But I think a lot of teams are more optimistic that they can have a handle on it, so they're not too worried. Not like the kid Hurst from last year from Michigan. So I think I think they will be. And I also read that Washington is one of the few teams that are confident that they can have a handle on it and all that. This kid, pretty good against the run, can get better, but dang man, he's an explosive player coming off that edge too, and he's gonna be sacking some quarterbacks. Next is the Carolina Panthers. Like Montes is falling down. I don't think he gets past this team as well too, because they want to rebuild after Julius Peppers retired. They want to rebuild their defensive line, and with this kid being around, I think they're gonna. I think it's a great time to start taking chances, and all that. And potential is too good to pass up. So with that being said, with the 16th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Carolina Panthers selecting Rashawn Gary, defensive end out of Michigan. Some people are questioning his every down, wanting to play, taking plays off and all that. But if you get a good rotation around him, and so he doesn't have to make any play and make every play, I think that'll be that will help him out. Or you can get somebody that can tap the right thing to say to him and get him going. But he has top 10 talent and all that. And in a pinch, you can move on to defensive tackle, on passing downs. Next is the New York Giants, their second pick. If they pass up on Haskins at number 6, and Haskins is gone by then, man, I commented on joked around on Bad Dog's video. This is gonna be must see TV for every Giants fan, because I know a lot of people do not like Daniel Jones, and you're hearing rumors about this picking up, and I kind of don't think so, but at the same time too, can't help it, because the Cutcliffe, the connection and all that, it's gonna be that thing. I know every now and then a reporter will go, well, what about Cutcliffe? He knows Eli, da, 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 da. But since Dwayne Haskins is gone and with the Giants, I have to go a different route, so I can have fun with it. But anyway, I got the Giants selecting with the 17th overall pick. I got the Giants selecting Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle out of Clemson. Zeke, Saquon, guys is all there in that. So you need a guy that can help stop the run, but he still can get other people home, but he also has creativity and explosive enough to get his own too as well. So he's gonna be an excellent pick for them. Safe pick too. Next pick is next goes to the Minnesota Vikings. I got them going offensive line. So with that, to protect Kirk Cousins. So with that being said, with the 18th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Minnesota Vikings selecting Jared Bradbury out of NC State. He can be an immediate plug-in player. If you need him to move to guard, he can do that. But I think he has the strength enough to handle and the athleticism to handle the center position. Next is the Tennessee Titans. I'm gonna go freakish here. I'm gonna go already. I'm gonna give is the Marcus Mariota era run his course. But I'm gonna give every chance that you can to help him succeed. So with that being said, with the 19th pick in the NFL draft, I got the Tennessee Titans selecting DK Metcalf, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. Now they have Corey Davis, so Corey Davis can handle the number 1 wide receiver duties. You got a freakish athlete out there that can get past defense. So if you're and they're good enough running game to stop Henry and stop Marcus Mariota from running those bootlegs and zone reads and all that, you creep up, he's gonna get past, and he's tall enough to catch. He's high explosive enough to jump. So it's going to be very, very hard. And he has a big catch radius where Marcus Mariota's inaccuracy, lack of accuracy can help on Marcus Mariota as well. Finally, with the 20th pick in the draft, got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I would have gone defensive end, but With that being said, I'm gonna go deep. I know they need cornerbacks, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with the 20th pick in the NFL draft. I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers drafting Byron Murphy, cornerback out of Washington. He is my second cornerback, but I think he's a very mature kid. I think they need that. Um, he's a very smart kid, very physical, great ball skills, and I think he'll fit well with the Pittsburgh Steelers type of defense. All right, that's my video. Mahalo for watching. Bonnie all the boys, and like always, go Cowboys.